Hello friends,
Hi there,
it's Dave here from SaveDex.
and I'm Sophie.
We're here to bring you a discussion on 3 demos we've been playing from the Nintendo eShop of 3 upcoming games coming to Nintendo Switch, obviously. Those 3 games are Little Nightmares 2, Rogue Heroes Ruins of Tasos and Balan Wonderworld. We're going to be talking about them in order of release. And the first one being Little Nightmares 2, which is coming out on the 11th of February. And so we downloaded this onto your Switch, Sophie.
Yes.
So what did you think of it?
I didn't play the first one, but I watched
No.
you play it and I was very intrigued. So when the demo came out, I downloaded it and I really thought, like, immediately as I was going in, this is, like, creepy.
Yeah.
More creepy than the first one, what I saw of the first one.
Yeah, the first one was creepy. I could agree. I think this has the potential to get even creepier from what we saw here. Now, I did a review on the channel of Little Nightmares, so if you want to know my full thoughts on that game, the link will be in the description. But I overall did enjoy it, but I had one big criticism of that game, and that was because there's quite a lot of trial and error in the solving things. You can die from something you don't notice, which is fine, I don't mind that, but if you're going to do that sort of trial and error gameplay, you need it to load up again fast. Like, it was between 20 to 30 seconds to load every single time, which was annoying. This has immediately addressed that. Hopefully it's the full game as well, not just the demo.
Yeah.
But every time I died in this one, it took a second to load up again. That was brilliant. So the big error of the first game, in my view, has been addressed here. Very happy with that. So, and the environment, in the first one you're in a ship, which there was a lot of variety in it. A lot of, you went in certain cabins, and like there was the kitchens, you were on the outside of the ship at one point. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Here, you're not just on the ship, you're in these woods, and then you sort of go through a house, then back into the woods. So there's
And you're tiny as well.
Yes.
Like him with the boat, it's like you're in a huge environment.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like you're in a giant world or whether they're all normal size and you're tiny,
We're freakishly small.
But judging by the appearance of the giants in it, they're not proportioned the same as humans, whereas the little people in this are. So there is that. But so there's potential for there to be a lot more going on, a lot more variety in the locations here, which is fantastic. So talking about the trial and error gameplay, there's like these, what we saw in this demo, there's bear traps that you can't see, they're in the leaves. And you just walk into them and die. But what I really liked is they provided things like sticks and pine cones.
Yeah, to throw at them, and then they'd snap.
Yeah, like it's just you'd set one off and then they all get set off. It's so cool, that sort of thing as well. And also, like when you have the stick, you swing it and slam it to the ground.
That was cool. I like that bit as well.
And then
Which brings us to the next point.
Yes.
When we get to the house, you can hear this music box going, and it's really creepy. And as you come up into the room that it's happening in, you can see the small. I thought it was like one of those monkeys with the clapping hands.
Oh,
like,
good
I
point.
thought it was a wound-up toy. So when I found the axe to break down the door, which was really like odd for me to like do.
It was satisfying.
It was satisfying. And it moved. I jumped because I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to just carry on playing. Yeah. Because I thought it wasn't a person.
Yeah, and it's just, you smash the door down with that axe, and I just wanted them to go, here's Johnny, at that. And one little detail is when you meet this companion, the first thing they do is run off.
Yeah.
And you're meant to chase after them, follow them. But I stayed in the room because there was this hook above me.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, does that do anything? And then I managed to climb my way up there and hang on to it, and it didn't do anything. But the fact that was there and I could interact with it was a nice little attention to detail I found.
Maybe it's something later.
Maybe there's a collectible or something up there. So I think I got a hat at one point.
I got a hat too, actually. Yeah.
So but after that, like you go through this room where there's these dummies that are sat at a table, and I was fully expecting one of them to move.
Yeah, same.
When Like,
And
I
then
don't
the
know
one
why.
in the basement. Was it the basement or where you get the key, the crank handle?
There was one at the attic,
Attic, that's
and
the
you
one.
pulled its arm off, and I
Yeah.
was expecting it to come to life
Me
then.
too.
And it was weird that I was like, okay, so this is a house, no one lives there, and it's all just fake dumb water. Who's setting them up? But then you go into the garage, is it?
Yeah.
And there is a living person in
Yeah.
there, and it's like, so this person has got a house filled with dummies that they've set up
Yeah.
and they're living with.
Yeah.
That is just a really creepy
So weird.
thing. And I refer to this one as Elmer Fudd because of the hat and the shotgun
Yeah,
they've
of
got.
course.
It's chasing you with this gun. You've got to hide behind the boxes at the right time,
Yeah.
which is really clever way to do it. It's sort of the puzzle platforming mixed with action
Yeah.
gameplay. And there was this really good to show you the atmosphere. Is you hide down this little alcove sort of thing.
Yeah, like under a turret or
Yeah.
what's it called with the grass?
Kind of
Tuffet,
like
a
the best way
tuffet.
to describe it is in Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
The first one, when the hobbits are hiding under the tree root thing from the Black Rider.
Yeah.
That's a very famous shot from the
Mhm.
film, and
It was
so
like that.
yeah, so it's kind of like that, and he's above,
Mhm.
and he's sort of peeking round like the Black Rider did. But the thing is, up until this point, this guy stayed in the shadows, and you can't really see what he looks like. But then he sort of quickly turns towards the camera with the torch, and you can see his face, and it's
Ooh.
sort of he looks like he's sort of made of wood
No
or something.
way.
But he's got no real features to his face, but he's got this big hole in the middle,
Oh my god.
and it's kind of like a Dementor, and
Creepy.
it's really creepy. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole demo.
Yeah.
There.
I think the one thing that like got me is that, and at the start of the game, the start of the demo, as you're walking through the woods, and you can hear flies buzzing, and like it's just hot. That is horrible for me. I hate that noise because I know that that's the sound of something dead. I remember once I was
Oh
walking
yes.
in a field and I could hear that noise and I could smell obviously something bad, and it was like a fox that was like being decomposed as we
Oh,
spoke.
God.
It was awful, and that was horrible. So yeah, that buzzing noise, I think that was like probably, even with the other scary bits, that was probably like setting the tone and the atmosphere. And also there was
Yeah.
like bodies, wasn't there? Like
Oh,
hanging
they were
from-
like sweet. Yeah.
yeah,
I
like
was like,
bits of arm and leg were like hanging out this big old. Oh, it was weird.
because I noticed there's all these traps set out, so it's like, and I'm guessing the farmer guy, the Elmer Fudd guy, set
Yeah.
them up because it's outside his house, and it's like, yeah, the fact that how many people has he caught?
Yeah, and like
to
why
put
is
that
he
many
doing
bear
that?
traps out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also one thing I'll point out,
Why is he doing that if he's making his own humans out of stuffing?
maybe he's making them out of them.
No, I doubt it, because like there was stuffing, and also
It's kind of hard. Like
decomposed.
maybe his house got attacked and his family were killed,
maybe,
and now he's just recreated them,
I don't know.
and that's why he's so conscious about security. Who knows?
It's creepy.
And from a gameplay point of view, this threw me off at first because I recently played Max Curse of Brotherhood.
Oh yeah.
That's a 2D puzzle platformer
Mhm.
where with similar controls to this in the way they run and jumps up, and this one's a 3D. So at first I was just running in a straight line,
Yeah.
not realising I could move in 3D.
Yeah.
So that threw me off a bit at first as well.
Oh man.
Yeah, so this game's out on the 11th of February, $24.99.
It's pricey, but I sort
It
of
looks very high production
yeah.
values.
Like I want to play it, so I might.
Yeah,
indulge.
considering the first game I got for like £6 or something on a
Oh,
sale,
yeah.
when it's meant to be much higher than that. So that was a sale price. So I've saved a lot of money on this franchise already. So
Yeah,
maybe we can spend the full price.
We'll see.
Who knows? Okay. So let's move on to our second game, something a bit cheerier. You can talk about this a lot more than me because I know
Yes.
you've put a lot of time into this. This is called Rogue Heroes, Ruins of Tasos, and that is out on the 23rd of February. So what is this game, Sophie?
It's like a Link to the Past, it's a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past style game.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like top downish.
Yeah, 16-bit sort of
Yeah,
art
and
style.
do you know, it sort of reminded me, like the art style sort of reminded me of Stardew Valley. Like
Yes,
that
I
sort
know
of
what you
thing.
mean. But also, when the guy swings his sword, he
Yeah.
sounds like Link.
Yeah, he does, and it's just so good, and I just wanted there to be more, and I can't
Yeah.
believe it's coming out in such a long time away.
Yeah,
I
less
wanted
than
to play
4
it.
weeks now.
But yeah, it's, so there was they've got like roguelike dungeons, so like you go in, and if you die, you go in again, and it will be a different dungeon. So one of them was like the skeleton-filled room.
Yeah, I got first attempt, my first pressure when I played it, loads of skeletons, and then suddenly all these bombs fell from the ceiling. I just died straight away. Then when I went in the second try, the room was different. It was this block puzzle thing I had to do. So it's a lot more calmer way to start the game.
And once you get onto the second floor, you can purchase with the gems that you collect when you kill and smash things. You can collect a warp to that floor. So if you die and you come back in, you can go straight to floor 2 rather than going through floor 1 and then 2. And then the same goes for floor 3 as well.
Yeah,
but I found that when I got to floor 3, I bought the purchase, but then I had upgraded so much, that's probably why. I had no trouble with floor 3, so I just went to the boss.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, it is a trope for roguelike games to be able to permanently upgrade yourself or purchase a checkpoint, so to speak, so you don't have to do the beginning bit again. So there's the whole... But the overworld, from what you can tell, is the same every time. So like when I played it compared to you, it was the same overworld. And it's just the dungeons that are random. So the world itself you can get to know. And from what we see, I'll show on screen now what the whole map looks like. And basically, what's been uncovered is basically from you've completed the demo.
I have,
And this is what you get in the demo, the sort of area. But there are places where you can go, but there's like these witches blocking the path, are they? Or
you didn't read the story. They're goddesses.
Are they goddesses? No, I didn't read the story. Right.
They're goddesses, and so they're blocking it. So once you've completed them, then
they were doing magic.
They were doing magic.
So I noticed in the menu you have loads of quests you can do.
Yes.
Like the first one is you want to collect 80 gems for this guy to build a workshop, was it?
And then he can build other areas in the town as well.
Okay.
And like I pretty much did quite a lot of those, but I guess you get more because there's so many spaces. I noticed
on the full map there's a lot of question marks around. Are they all quests?
I think so. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it's just really cool.
Yeah.
And the warp points are like statues.
What I liked about the warp points was
with the goddesses.
You didn't have to stand on it to activate it. The moment you see it on screen, it activates itself. So there's a little thing that just you didn't have to walk right up to it. It was quite nice. And there was like a bestiary I saw in the thing. It sort of documented all the monsters you've seen.
I didn't even see that. That's awesome.
It says you have to use the book item on the monster to be able to document it.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
So there's that. It's like something to fill out. It's like a completionist thing. So that's pretty cool.
There's also you can buy items for your house, which also reminds me of Stardew Valley.
Are all the weapons made of glass? So I got like a
initially, and then I guess you get them. But so basically, when you die, you lose that weapon.
Yeah. As I noticed, I got like a glass boomerang, glass grappling hook, a glass bomb bag.
The grappling hook is good, actually.
Yeah, it was. I pulled shields off these skeletons.
Oh, nice! I didn't even do that, but
I didn't realise I could use a shield myself for the most part.
After the demo, I got a grappling hook, permanent one. So maybe that's something.
Yeah. So it says that there's like 4 dungeons, 4 titans.
Yeah.
Something you got. Are you rescuing them or defeating them, or
defeating maybe the first one was like this big old worm thing with I don't know earwigginess. I don't know, it was weird.
But we don't know if there's more to come after the fall, because in Zelda games you usually get told, there's these 3 things you have to do, and then when you do it, suddenly there's a twist, and now there's like 6 things you have to do.
I hope so. I want it to be really long and awesome.
But having said that, this is a free demo, and you've put 3 hours 40 minutes into it.
I would
and
put
that's
more
like
in if
a quarter of the game. So if
I might just play it again.
If that is a quarter of the story mode, then you're looking at a 15-hour game there, and it is £15.99. Which is a good price for
really
that.
Good,
and it's different every time you play it.
And you get 8 character classes as well, so you get hero, which I think you are at the start.
Yeah, that's the one you have to do in the demo.
And then you get thief, knight, mage, ranger, witch, pirate, and reaper. To get them, you have to have the tailor shop, which is not available in the demo, and then you buy thread basically, and I guess you get sewn the clothes or something. But basically that's it.
Yeah, so I don't know whether that is you just change into the characters in the same file, or whether you can once you've unlocked them, you can start a new file with that hero, so you've basically got 8 different play styles.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm assuming they're different play styles anyway.
You get local co-op as well, so I don't know how that works.
Maybe you have a different class for each player.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh yeah,
really
and you can
cool.
choose the colour of your cape, which is, awesome.
I chose purple.
I think I chose purple too.
That's cool.
Or maybe green, I don't remember. Oh no, I chose green.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, that's coming out 23rd of February, £15.99. So yeah, definitely a good price, I think.
Totally worth it.
So that's 2 games that we're really looking forward to in February.
Very excited.
So let's end on a downer here. Now, a game called Balan Wonderworld is coming out on the 26th of March. Now, people might have heard about this game in the last few days because the demo dropped.
Yeah.
Now, this game got announced for the Switch back during a partner showcase last year, and I was like very intrigued. I love 3D platformers. Square Enix and I think people behind Sega are working on it, so big companies working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've probably heard from this demo that this game is not good, doesn't run well, doesn't play well.
Oh, wow.
On Switch anyway. I'm only talking about the Switch here. What it runs like on other platforms I can't comment on.
Fair.
Okay, so what you've heard about everything you've heard is true.
Oh no.
This game runs terribly on the Switch.
Oh gosh.
People complained about Age of Calamity's frame rate being bad.
Yeah.
I personally had no complaint. I didn't really notice it.
Okay.
This I did notice it.
Oh no way.
It was terrible. And the character you play as is really slow and slides around.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing you play, and then it was quite slidey.
Okay, and it's a single button platformer as well, which
what does that mean?
Meaning you've only got one button to use, which
What?
is fine. It's like Sonic's the same,
So
like
wait,
the 2D Sonic
You
games.
just press A or B.
You press any button and it's jump.
What the hell? Why would they do that?
It's analog stick to move. You've got the 4 face button and the 2 trigger buttons. All of them are jump. When you go through the level, you get these new costumes. Like there's one that gives you a tornado attack, one that's a dragon, give you fire. That's fine. That gives you a new move, but all the buttons are that move.
What the hell?
And so if you're the dragon, that move is like breathing fire. So if you're the dragon, you can't jump.
Oh my god.
So why isn't it like B to jump and then Y to do whatever the special move
I don't know,
is?
that sounds
So,
terrible.
again, 2D Sonic games are single button platformers, but that's a 2D game.
Yeah.
It works, it works for what the game is. This feels like there's so many different functionalities with the different costumes, but all of them are to the same button. You press the L and R shoulder buttons to swap your costumes, but when you do that, it takes like a second or two. Like you stop, do this weird spinny thing to change. It needed to be a lot more quicker and snappier than that. And it's like
Because what if it takes ages for you to get through to the one that you need?
Yeah, it's true. So I think I had 4 at a time at one point, and I kept on changing. Thinking, okay, pressing R will get me to this one, but no, it took me to a different one. It didn't. I couldn't get the hang of which way it was going,
That's
and
horrible.
it was. And again, like the ideas were good. I mean, graphically, I thought this looked good. Like obviously, it ran like rubbish.
Yeah.
But the art style was good. Yeah, the colours were really good. I liked how it looked.
The only thing I'd say about graphics from what I saw of you playing it is that they hint at what costume you need, but it looks like a non-playable character, and then as you approach it, it sort of disappears.
Yeah.
That could have been done with a wooden sign.
Or just the picture of the
and that would have taken so much less effort than someone waving their arms around saying,
yeah,
it's me.
You got this NPC dance, you go up to them and they just vanish.
Yeah.
It's like, why? It's like, okay. And the thing is, you have to get a key to open a collectible thing. Okay, that's a little puzzle solving quest, fine. But the key is always right next to it, so what is the point? Once you've done it and you've got that power up and you lose it, you want to get power again, the key's back, you have to do the key thing again. The key appears if the power up's not there. Wow. So it's weird design. And I know this is just a demo. The game's not out yet, but the game is like 2 months away. I don't know if they've got much more they can do in that time to prove this, but there was this weird mini game thing as well in the level where it showed Balan, I think is the name of that weird looking character in the hat, flying around. Looks like knights, but and you have to push the button when this silhouette of him matches up with his movement.
Okay.
And you don't really know, because he does these sort of weird dance moves, and you don't know when that exact pose is coming. It sort of goes into him slowly. But I was pressing the button at the wrong times, and it was saying excellent.
What?
And I don't even remember what I even got for completing that mini game. So what was the point in that? And then when you go back to the hub world, you're meant to be building up this Tower of Tim, they call it.
Tim?
Yeah. Or Tims, whatever. I think Tims are the names of those little creatures that follow you round.
Oh, okay.
And all I did was, I thought I was feeding them at one point. I thought that was making them appear with the gems.
Okay.
That seemed to stop happening. And then the tower was being built, and they were on this wheel spinning around. All I did was stand by, and it was just happening really slowly. And I just gave up playing. Game was so, even if it ran well and looked better and all that, it was boring to play.
Fair enough.
and it's £50.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Square Enix, I know, big company, they're going to job, but
Expensive.
That costs more than the other two games put together, and they were much better quality games.
I will 100% buy both those games over that one.
Definitely.
Unless it gets better.
Wait, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I didn't play it, so no.
It might, on other consoles, it might run a lot better, but even if it ran really well, it just isn't that good to play.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's all I can say about Balan Wonderworld. What you've heard about it is true, for the Switch at least. I can't comment on other platforms. So anyway, those are 3 demos coming out. 2 we're really looking forward to, 1 we're not really looking forward to.
Definitely.
What did you think of it? Everyone, let us know in the comments down below if you've tried these demos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up with us. And hit that like as well. That helps out our videos as well. And also let us know of any other demos available on the eShop you've tried that maybe we can check out in the future and do a video like this on talking about them. So thank you very much everyone. See you in the next one.
Goodbye.